First bit of lactic stuff of the year feels horrible.
Well, I just want to run fast in IFAM as fast as I can. Go out full send.
Good session, good bit of progress, and I'll probably go hard again on Saturday. Welcome down to Tennington. It's just me here at St Mary's, but I'm joined by plenty of people. We'll give you some more context later on when I've got time to properly think, but basically with it getting towards the track season, all the specificities coming in. So you've seen a lot of our base building, a lot of the guys training for same events, such as like the 10,000, stuff like that, and Valencia Half Marathon, Liverpool. They're kind of like team goals. Now it's all about individual goals. So people are doing 8s and 15s like me, some people are doing 5s, 10s, some people are chasing a qualifying time, some people have already got it and therefore are training. So everyone's everywhere. We'll provide you a bit more context with that later on. But for now, I'm returning from a bit of a niggle. I've had a bit of a disc nerve issue, but we're going to see how today goes, and I've come down here to Tennington to train with the St Mary's University group, of which they're all doing random sessions, but I'm going to jump in and out with bits of it. So we thank them for their facilities and their stunning athletes. Not stunning in a weird way. I didn't anticipate going full out.
If I see a light flashing, could this mean that I'm coming home? Does this mean that I'm not alone? Could this mean that I'm coming home? No.
First bit of lactic stuff of the year feels horrible, but one secret weapon I do have as an athlete, I can adapt very quick to this sort of stimulus. So in 3 or 4 weeks time, with a couple of races under my belt, I should be free flowing. Good job. That was good. I had 5 400s, 60 to 58 off 60 seconds, which you saw with some of the guys. Then I had 5 300s that were about 44, 45. So basically the same pace as the 400 off 60 seconds rest, which, yeah, they were quite tough actually, a bit breezy. And then I had 5 200s that were pretty much all 28, started like 28 high down to 28 flat, 27 high. And they were off about 75 seconds, did 200 jog, just because I was trying to get around the headwind so I could have tailwind for them. But yeah, good introduction to some of the lactic faster stuff. With this injury that I've been dealing with, can't really do high volume. Like the last 3 weeks between racing and managing this injury, I've only been able to do about 40 miles. So the approach we've taken is, I had some time completely off running, like 4 days, to do cross training to see if it could fully settle. It has improved a lot, but it's just slow progress, and I don't have tons of time to take totally off, unless I was like one of these people who had, you know, a 3:32 under the belt and I could just be automatically picked for Euros type vibe. Me, I need to kind of get racing. So we've taken the strategy of, in consultation with Andy and then also Paul, the physio, is to treat the hard days pretty hard within reason, like obviously listening to my body, making sure I'm not doing too much harm, and as long as the pain's not radiating down my sciatic nerve too much and it's heading back up towards my back, then we take it as a positive. And then the days in between, so like for example tomorrow, treat it as either a super easy run like it would normally be, or if I need to, just cross train or have it totally off. So we're spinning plates at the moment, as Paul likes to call it, but good session, good bit of progress, and I'll probably go hard again on Saturday, and hopefully we'll notice a bit of improvement from here. So yeah, positive.
We saw Callum yesterday at the track. He was just mentioning how everyone's getting into a bit more specificity. What are we doing this morning?
Well, India's got her block day, so double-ended, starting with LT1 this morning. 10 times a K in the park. I think people call it LT1. Now that India's got her heart rate monitor on, that would be helpful. And then this afternoon, Charlie, I believe you're going to indulge yourself in some nice track 300s at LT2 later. So yeah, nice day. Really nice day in the park. Beautiful. We'll take our timings from you.
Okay, I'm doing some drills.
Yeah.
How are you getting on? You're going out to Font on Monday?
On Monday, I'm going to do the 5k on, I think it's on the 23rd of May. So we'll drop down from altitude a couple of days before and try it out, see how I feel off of like 48 hours down at sea level.
Did Lille?
Yeah, that was fun. That was chaotic. It was very unique. There were just so many people, so many spectators as well, but it was fun. I like the road. Don't think I'll ever do the marathon, but I like road 5Ks. So there's Wild Road Champs, which is in September this year. There's a mile 5k and a half. And the qualifying time for the 5k is 15:20. So at Lille I was trying to run that. So around 15:15, which was good. Well, so I've put myself in, I don't know, a fairly alright position to maybe get picked for that. But I mean, it'd be nice to do another one faster at some point this year too. Yeah, not sure when the selection date is. But yeah, that was the purpose of Lille, and also just to see where I was at in like the 5k distance before doing a track 5k. Goal is the 5k. I want to run some good 15s too, but there's probably will be more prep for the 5k, at least for the first half of the season. So I just want to do, well, I just want to run fast in IFAM. Just, I don't know, as fast as I can. Go out, full send. There's not really anything to lose because I have the qualifying standards for Europeans and Commonwealth, so it's kind of just like a free hit, I guess, before British Champs.
Heading out to Font on Friday this week, so I'll be out there for 4 weeks before we drop down to Belgium to go to EFAM for the race there on the 23rd. And out there at the moment are Scott, Beatty, Ephraim Gidey, Simon Bedard, Lola Peck. It's good. And obviously the one lady out there at the moment is Verity. So she has the chalet to herself at the moment. Progressing to some more specific work relatable to the 5k and 1500. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice opportunity to have people to run with and to have some nice close scrutiny of those types of sessions. Yeah, it's going to be good. And also getting the recovery in between, which is very important.
The session is 10 by k.
Off.
I think off 60. Jog, probably, because we're doing it round the park. Sometimes we do K straights, but round the park's a bit more fun. I'm doing it to heart rate, LT1. So for me that's 155 to 165. Yeah. Because my LT1 is supposedly 160. So that way it's just, we know we're in around the right range. Yeah, and I usually just set my watch to the heart rate, so I don't actually look at the time or the pace at all. I just, every once in a while, just check that I'm still in that range.
Heart rate on that?
163.
We're doing quite nice still on here. We're in behind maybe.
Yeah. may well be the furthest point from the car now.
So, see if we can hit the right intensities this afternoon, depending on the wind.
Yeah.
Okay? Saturday's going to be tough. Okay?
Nice.
All right,
Happy with that, Andy?
No, very happy, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you for providing me with some company this morning whilst running and going alongside young India. You're a very good companion. He's a very good companion, isn't he?
Problem with the counting, but we did do 10 by K at the end.
I'm going to bring 10 marbles along in future.
Good session this morning, Callum?
Yeah, good session this morning. I'm perched up looking a little bit weird. I don't know why. Yeah, good session for me this morning. And I just wanted to address a question that you might be thinking is, where the heck is everybody in these videos? Last video you saw was kind of just focused on Ellis in the build-up to his half marathon. This one has obviously kind of just featured me and featured India, right? Yeah, film with India tomorrow when she's got her session. I alluded to it earlier. Essentially, right now, everyone is everywhere for different reasons. So I'm going to try and give you my rundown. This is my version of everyone. This is not from them. So, team, if I've misrepresented you here, I apologise. Let me give you a brief thing. Andy's doing his thing, still coaching us all. That man's everywhere. You know what he's doing. Ephraim has the qualifying time for the European Championship 10,000 already. It's the Irish record. He's kind of in pole position to be selected, albeit it's not official yet. Andy's still dealing with the injury that hindered him at Sound, so he's kind of recovering. So he's going out to Font-Romeu, base training again, getting ready for the summer. Those championships aren't until August, so he's kind of got a bit of a free run to that point. Scott Beattie, our friend Scott, he's in pole position for Commonwealth selection. He's UK number 1 over 5 and 10,000 at the moment, and he's potentially going to get picked for European 10,000s as well. He is chasing the qualifying time for the European 5,000s, which he'll have kind of all summer to do so. He responded super well off Flagstaff and really wants to have another block at altitude, so he's also going to Font-Romeu. You're going to see footage from them. India Weir, great run in Lille. She ran 15:15 on the roads, so she responded pretty well to the altitude. She, for two reasons. One, wants a bit more of an altitude stimulus before she drops down to a track 5,000 to try and smash her PB and go under the 15-minute barrier. And also, as you see from these videos, we have obviously Sarah and India as females to train together. When you start to get to more specific work, you kind of need to broaden your horizons a bit, like you saw with me today, training with different people. There's tons of people out in Font-Romeu running that India's very well connected with, so she's also heading there. Sarah is also going to be heading to Font-Romeu. I actually don't know the specifics on Sarah right now, but she's basically rebuilding and focusing on a marathon in, is it September?
October,
which, if you know marathons in October, you might be able to work out which one that is. Next up, Ellis Cross. Ellis just ran the Istanbul half marathon. He ran 62:28. That gives him hopefully enough ranking points to be considered for selection for the European Championships marathon. As of recording, we're like 5 days out from London Marathon, which is where loads of Brits are trying to run the time. After that date, there'll be the selection meeting and he'll work it out. So as of now, he's preparing as if he's got a marathon. So he's got 16 weeks until that marathon day. If he doesn't get picked, we'll see what happens, but he's here recovering from the half marathon and then going to work out his camps and stuff as to best prepare him for that race. Altitude doesn't make sense for him right now. Very similar situation with Rory. So Rory just did a 10k on the roads in Laredo. He came third in a good field. He ran 27:55. Really, really strong performance. I think the live stream's actually still on YouTube, if you can find it. If I remember, I'll put it in the description, but I might not. His eyes now, I believe, are on the 10,000 metre trial for European champs, which is on either the 16th or 17th of May. So again, he's not going out to altitude because there's not enough time to go there before that race, really. And afterwards, maybe he'll go and kind of do his own thing. But he's going to be here in Teddington with myself, preparing for that race. I'm me, you kind of know what I'm doing. I need more races, in my opinion, to get ready to chase Commonwealth and European times. I always seem to respond best after I've had 5 or 6 races under my belt. If you look at my seasons, I always run well quite late on in the season. So this year, rather than going on camps and sort of pushing races down the road, I've decided to sacrifice a camp and instead start racing pretty early. So I'll start racing at the start of May, and then I've pretty much got a race every week, and then we'll assess how I'm getting on. Is that everyone?
I think so.
That's everyone. So that's your rundown. So my question for you guys is, and girls, is with these videos, we've got two options that I foresee. One of them is we continue to structure the videos around like the big moments that are happening. So like we dedicate it to like, you know, this big workout day or this set of races or something like that. So you kind of see one video that is very linear in the sense of like, you understand exactly what the context is. So you might just see one or two athletes at a specific race or one or two athletes at a specific training session. And then we can do the cinematic shots and sort of tell the dramatic stories and stuff. We can continue to do that. With that, that would mean that sometimes you're not going to see athletes for a few weeks and it might look like they've fallen off the face of the planet and you'll just have to trust that they're doing their own thing or like follow them on social media. That's option one. Option two is we can continue with a higher frequency of videos as we kind of have been doing and we sort of did in Flagstaff a little bit. But the videos will be more scattered around showing you what everyone's doing. So you might see some GoPro or like iPhone footage from me here in Teddington while Charlie's out filming with Scott in Font-Romeu, or vice versa. When Scott's out there, he might be filming something on his phone and Charlie will be here with me. And you kind of get to see what every athlete is up to in one video, but it might be a slightly lower standard, no offense Charlie, and more of like a put together vloggy style piece. And we kind of call that, you know, like the Macau summer, and you see stuff that's kind of going on with everyone. So let us know in the comments any sort of feedback that you have or any sort of ideas about that, because I'm conscious that on YouTube, if you don't feature someone for a couple of videos, everyone thinks like the world's ending and something's happened to them, and we don't just want to, we want to keep you updated with what everyone's up to. So yeah, hopefully that offers a good bit of context.